Leo, happy new year, you guys. I hope that you're all doing well. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and if you're one of my amazing subscribers, thank you for being here. If you're not, just go ahead and hit the button. It's free. Get your energy moving throughout the channel. I'll leave a comment below as to how the channel works, and otherwise let's just get into it. Spirit, please remove my filters, my judgments, predispositions, anything like that. Protect me from any negative or dark energies, and give me the messages that Leos require. Okay. So recently, my friends, this card is having an influence on you. There was an energy around you in which maybe you felt you needed to seek other possibilities. Maybe you were struggling a little bit to look for the magic in life, or maybe even your emotions were trying to reach out to you about a certain situation, and you could have been ignoring that because, let's face it, emotions can be very uncomfortable, especially if you're going through them, feeling through them, and trying to listen to their message and what it is that the message is trying to say. I'm getting a feeling like some of you have been meditating, maybe even contemplating. There could be some apathy, some feelings of apathy about a situation or a person, place, or thing. And maybe you're at a point where you're reevaluating your situation. And if this isn't you, this could be someone around you. Perhaps you received some new invitations and opportunities that were flowing to you, but you're just saying no and turning them away. Perhaps prospects just weren't interesting, and maybe your cup was already full and you just had too much on your plate. I feel like there was a need to use your discernment to decide on what was truly important to you, and to not be afraid to have declined new projects that didn't align with your future path. So some of you may have had to do that because you may have been so busy that you weren't able to take something on. So maybe there was something that you had said, not now, but maybe later too. And whilst you didn't accept what was given to you in the recent past, it could be that you didn't wholly reject it either. And so if you've been waiting on a sign or further information before taking an invitation or a new project on, that opportunity may be coming around again in your present time, but we'll see. But this is something about being in the past and declining some alluring opportunities. And I feel like you wanted to make sure you were standing on firm ground before you actually said yes to something. But this is something emotional, and maybe even some of you just got to a point recently where you were bored or dissatisfied with everyday life, and maybe you felt disengaged or apathetic or unmotivated, or that could have even been the environment around you. Maybe life became dull and you decided to go inward to reevaluate a situation, to find that deeper meaning in what it was that you wanted to do or create. Maybe you found yourself disconnected from your emotional self and an inner truth, and maybe you needed to reestablish that connection so that you could get that greater sense of purpose and direction. So I feel like some of you may have even taken a break from social media. You just kind of shut down. Because I feel like, in a sense, you're going through some sort of transition. Oh, wow. And as we say that, so that was the past influence. And in the present, you've got the Nine of Raphael, make a wish, dreams becoming reality, and a joyful time of life. Beautiful, Leos. So you may have not enjoyed the past, but you did what you had to do to get through it. And perhaps this reset from this holiday time is bringing you some contentment, or some satisfaction or gratitude. Or definitely, it could be a wish come true. Some of you are going to see a wish coming true. This is a sign that the planets are aligned and you have everything that you've wished for, and that you won't be happy, or like if you don't see signs of it yet, you will be. If you made a wish and then you were patiently waiting for it, which could be the case, and that's why you weren't taking other options, the wish is going to come true for you. And it's an excellent, excellent omen. It's also an invitation to splurge. So maybe you've been able to splurge more on yourself and indulge and enjoy in life's pleasures, you know, including gourmet meals and a nice glass of wine or spirits of some sort that you enjoy, or nice teas. Maybe you went to high tea time. I don't even know where that's coming from, but some of you may just be appreciating the arts, or enjoying sensualities, right? Affection with your partners, or relaxing in luxurious resorts, or experiencing beauty. But I get this feeling like in the moment you're going to be living in it and giving yourself that permission to indulge temporarily without any guilt about positive, negative, negative consequences of having this pleasure and enjoying in it. I think that you're in a position now where you're going to start counting your blessings and expressing gratitude for what you have, because this is a good time for you. So whatever it was that you wished for, it's coming true. Now, we also know too that as wishes come true and things are good, it may be comfortable, but only for a limited period. And so it's important to realize that contentment and fulfillment too are only temporary, as everything is always in a state of change. So it's so important to appreciate what you have now and cherish it, because it may disappear later on. And then you may need to readjust. So I'm getting this feeling like you are going to have a wish come true, but don't rest on those laurels, okay? Because of the fact that there's going to be other new opportunities. And maybe why I'm saying don't rest on it is because of this energy back here where it seems like you rested on something, which was okay though, because, you know, a dream came through. But in order to go forward, there was some kind of action I feel that you had to take. Okay, so wishes coming true. This is good, Leos. See, oh, wow. And then look what your future holds. In the near future, fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor, and don't give up. There's some balance here. And it's a major arcana, that card. Some of you may be dealing with the law, but if so, there's going to be a ruling and it's going to be made in your favor. It's also about balance. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra, but I'm getting the feeling that somebody is being called to atone for their actions. So whether that be you or somebody that you're dealing with, it's basically about karma. So whatever they put out is exactly what they're going to face, but it's not so black and white. So despite representing fairness or truth or cause and effect and law, the interesting piece about it is when a person is called to account for their actions, they're going to be judged accordingly. And that also brings in a gray area, which may require a level of compassion and understanding, right? So if somebody did something that they regret, it suggests that they will be treated fairly and without bias. So being ready to take on responsibility for one's actions and stand accountable for it is very important. But I'm getting the feeling that whether you're going to be held accountable, I think this is somebody else though, because you've got your wishes coming true, Leo. So somebody else. So if you've been seeking justice, it's a positive sign that it's going to be served. It may be part of a legal case, or maybe you're waiting a final judgment from courts or something, or a governing body or an institution, and it's going to be passed down shortly. And once the decision is made, it needs to be accepted and moved on from. And there won't be a retrial, which could be a good thing, right? Because if somebody did you wrong, they're not going to get that opportunity or second chance to continue behaving in the manner that they have, and perhaps that's what it was. So this is making sense to me now. If somebody hasn't been fair with you in the past here, maybe that's why you were seeking out other possibilities and you were looking for the magic in life. Maybe that's why you shut down emotionally, was because somebody was just giving you so much grief or strife or not being fair in their dealings. And I think that through your search through truth, as you explore the truth, you're discovering that things are not as clear cut, right? So maybe you're going to have to dip into some murky waters and explore what truth means to you and be consciously aware of what you believe to be true and what you believe to be fair and ethical, because it may not, it may not be as clear cut as you think. And why I'm saying that is because, how do I put this? I feel like whatever situation you continue to go through, your justice needs to be discerned accordingly. So it can't be just something black or white. So how do I put this? It's like, don't fall into that trap of, I'm going to be a good person and I'm going to forgive always. And then the same behavior happens. Okay, I'm going to forgive a second time and that's it. And then some time comes around and they're still doing this, whatever it is. Okay, in order to be a good person, I'm going to have to forgive again. No, the gray area here is that you have to look at the situation for what it is. That's a pattern of behavior. You can't continue to offer justice, because if you do that, then you're going to get the opposite effect. If you continue to offer fairness and equality to somebody who's not treating you with that same respect, you have to draw the line, because otherwise you're just getting taken advantage of. And then you're going to get back to this point of not feeling happy, not feeling content, blocking yourself off, right? So hopefully over the holidays here, if you've had them, or the holiday season, you are really able to shirk off some of this old energy that wasn't sitting well for you. And now you're going to be moving into the future here. And I think now you're going to be doing this fair, but also with being fair to yourself. And being fair to yourself means only allowing so many kicks to the head before you finally say no. Okay? And does that mean you're unfair? Does that mean you're selfish? No. It means that you're learning the lesson that if somebody shows you, or a situation shows you what it is, then believe it. All right, my angels? So all in all, it's a ruling in your favor. Happy New Year. I hope you all are healthy and doing fantastic, including your loved ones. I'll see you very soon. Bye, Leos. Mwah.